Hi, so I'm doing the video for the RVC this week, which I did KDP. So detailed decision implementing process, including challenges and so. So for me, this week I decided that I would do a book that was around one of the businesses from the Flipper week. So I've actually bought a business on Flipper, and I thought, okay, well, a cool way to advertise the business would be to write a book which corresponded with the business. So the business in question is a strategic planning SaaS business, and then I thought I'll write a book that is all around the process that is within the strategic planning business. So just explaining like the process of how I kind of came about writing the book, not necessarily researching, but I decided, okay, so I've got a bunch of videos about the business that all detail the process of how to do the strategic planning process. So I've used skills learned from previous weeks where I did transcripts of all of the different videos to kind of build out, a map of what the process is. I then put that all together, put it into ChatGPT, said this is all the transcripts of how to do a strategic plan, and then I've put that all into ChatGPT. Said, here's the process from start to finish. I want to write a book. So then I've used ChatGPT to then help me outline a framework for a really a good book. I've probably spent all up probably about 25 to 30 hours putting together an entire book. So I'm definitely going for quality over quantity. And I published that recently. So, it was quite a process. So there was a lot of writing involved for me personally, and then using ChatGPT kind of as a go-between kind of to give me, bulk story first, and then I edit it, and then it then kind of comes and edits it further, and then helping it to, pad out the book. So I ended up writing like a 200 or almost 300 page book, I think it was, in the end. So that's really cool. So that's all published now, and I've made a paperback and a ebook, obviously. I then used Midjourney to create the cover art for the book, and then used Canva to kind of clean that up and put headings and titles and things on it. It was pretty interesting process. I'm actually now writing my second book, which is an actual autobiography for kind of me living overseas and doing some crazy stuff as an entrepreneur. That one's coming out soon as well, hopefully. It's been a really interesting process. How could you scale to 100 listings? Well, I think for me, going for like quality over quantity, I don't, because I did do some research on Flipper for some different KDP stores, and I saw there was some in there that had, they're just doing like scrapbooks and creating 3,000 books, but with different covers, diary for secretary, diary for doctor, and they're just the same thing, that's kind of not really where my interest lies, in just mass creating just garbage. I'm thinking more we can create quality content and using AI to help accelerate that process, to be able to create really good quality content. It does take a lot longer. It takes 20, 30, 40 hours to create a quality book, but it's something that people actually get real value out of. So that's kind of where my head's at. What's the right balance to make a successful KDP business? Well, it's interesting. I've already used, using this quality over quantity. Because I guess it is quality, I'm happy to stamp my name on it as like the author, and also then I can use my channels, like LinkedIn, and I'm doing KDP like Amazon ads as well. So that's only just started recently, so I don't have an update, but I'll give updates as I go along. So that was really the KDP book this week. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty excited actually. It's pretty cool. I've been meaning to write a book for ages, but this really kicked me into gear to get that done. So thank you very much. This was a really interesting mission. I'm keep you updating as I go along. Cheers.